Stable, stable. Is it recording? Let me just check this before I record a whole vlog and it's not recording. Anyways, hi guys, this is me, Simran Keyz. I don't even know where to start off from because it's been a while since I've not vlogged, and honestly, I'm just so happy to be ready, sitting firm and smiling for you guys, and honestly smiling for myself as well. But 2025 was supposed to be my year. And I'm sure it was supposed to be your year as well. And it did not go as per plan. Maybe for some of you guys it did. Maybe for some of you guys it did. And for myself, it's been a bit here and there. 6 months down the year. And I feel like I was stuck where I was at 3 months back. And it's just been few days where I started getting my groove back again. But it's been really tough. And when I say that, it's because I was going through medical issues, which I didn't even know what was causing me pain. So for all of you guys who follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I was missing in action. I was really posting any content. So I do have a short video on Instagram. 3 months back, post the earthquake, I felt really dizzy and I thought it would just be for 2 days. But it lasted more than 2 weeks, and this was very surprising and alarming to me because whenever I asked anyone else around me, who experienced the earthquake as well, they were like, it just lasted 2 or 3 days. Then I realized that this is not normal, and I went to acupuncture for my headache, which was this part of my head. So usually this part is like for migraine, right? And it did help to a certain extent, but from the migraine headache, I started getting stiffness at my neck area. So it went from dizziness, headache, and that neck stiffness. So I went to this clinic called Bangkok Physiotherapy, and they were very good with diagnosing me that I had vertigo during that phase. But then it didn't end there because my neck stiffness was really, really bad. Like, this is how I'm sitting right now. I could not even do this. Yeah, that's how bad it was. And the pain was not going away despite trying to do everything that I could with some exercise as well. And you won't believe it, guys. I actually did so much. I mean, now that I think about it, I actually did so much to just be this normal. Yeah. It was very bad. It was very, very painful. But I'm grateful that things are much better now. And I decided to go to the chiropractor by myself. It was such an experience because I could hear all my bones like cracking, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna get better from this. And eventually it didn't really work out for me. I mean, I thought it would help, but the next day, I could not open my mouth. मतलब बिल्कुल clench हुआ था. Like I could not open my mouth. Like it was just stuck at one point and I could not even drink water. So just to tell you guys that while I was going through this pain, I was having painkillers almost every day, actually every night, yes. In the middle of 2 or 3 in the morning, I would have painkillers, and I thought that it'll be fine, it will be fine. I did not really tell my family members the extent that I was going through with this pain. But then after the chiropractor session, and you know what, the pain was really unbearable. I cried one of the days and I'm like, you know what, Mom, I really need to go to the hospital. I'm not able to take this. And I researched some doctors and went to Bangkok General Hospital. I'm just telling you guys where I went so that if this is something that you're also experiencing, maybe this might be helpful for some of you who are living in Bangkok. And doctor gave me this nerve block injection because at that moment, since the pain was so unbearable, there was nothing that would really help me. Even the painkillers only be good for just a couple of hours, right? So the injection was injected right here. This was where the pain point was, right here. So I could not even do this, yeah, like I mentioned to you guys before. And just touching it, the doctor was like, yeah, the knots are a lot and we have to do an MRI. And just to let you guys know that this was not my first time at the hospital. I went to the hospital, at least 2 hospitals before this, and it just did not work out for me. I did an x-ray, spoke to the other doctors. Some of the doctors were helpful in terms of letting me know that I had a vitamin B12 deficiency, vitamin D as well. So I should have those medicines for my dizziness. And to a certain extent, it did help with the dizziness. But for the neck pain, I realized that practice, I have to do something more extensive. So the MRI was needed. I was trying to avoid everything I could to not do MRI or, any of those things, which makes me feel like I'm going through a lot of intensity. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And maybe I was slowing the process for myself. I was in a rush to really get well. During that time when I went to many hospitals, I just wanted to be fine. I'm like, I'm just lost. The earthquake happened. I got dizzy. The time is gone. What should I do? I want to do this, this, this. So in the process of trying to get well soon and not get into the hospital, I wanted to go through holistic approaches, just like I mentioned about the chiropractor. It didn't work out for me. It doesn't work out for everyone, right? So if it does work out for you, then well, very good. As for me, after that whole process went by doing the MRI, I was at the hospital for 3 nights and I was diagnosed with cervical spondylitis, which means that the bone is like merging on top of the nerve. And thankfully, I didn't have to do a surgery, right? But I have to be careful on the posture and the exercises I do. So during the time that I was at the hospital, it was just me be on injections, glucose, yeah, change many spots, and being on medicines. And those medicines were really making me so drowsy. I just wanted to sleep all the time. Like at night, I was having two muscle relaxants, then another medicine. There were, let me just sum it up that there were a lot of medicines. And after the whole hospital experience, I was back home, right? But I'm thinking that no, guys, I cannot just be on medicines because I actually tried to reduce the medicine in between. I did lower the muscle relaxant, and suddenly my pain comes and shoots up again. And let me just tell you about the pain a little bit, since I did not tell you guys. The pain was from here and going all the way to my head here, and felt like someone was squeezing my head, like कोई निचोड़ रहा है मेरे सिर को यहाँ तक, like हिंदी में बात कर रही है इस टाइप, but like strangling my this part, and literally tingling sensations on my head. And I couldn't even comb my hair. Like it was just like I can't. And during that phase, I was not even using my laptop. I am mixing some things while I'm speaking because it has been quite of a journey from that time. And just to like let you know the sequence that I was really not able to work as well because me holding my laptop for some time, being on the bed was just maybe like an hour. I could do that. But since I got diagnosed at the hospital with cervical spondylitis, the doctor was like, try to reduce using your phone and laptop. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to mention this. So, funny enough, before I went to the hospital and got the MRI, I actually did some research with my friend on ChatGPT, and we realized that it's the same thing what the doctor was saying. Occipital neuralgia. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. And when I went for the checkup with the doctor, when what the pain was really unbearable, he mentioned the same thing. But of course, it was more extensive by doing the MRI and then mentioned that cervical spondylitis. So, ChatGPT, you are such a genius. And I even put my reports of the MRI, put it on ChatGPT, and then did a lot of research that what should I do next. I was initially thinking of going for Ayurvedic treatments in India. But since I did not want to travel as yet, my body, I felt like I'm not ready to travel as yet. Like, let me check out what I can do being here in Bangkok. So that's when I found out Painting Way from a family friend. And of course, a lot of research as well. And he was like, Simran, you should try it out because within a couple of sessions, he felt better and he did some exercises as well. So maybe I could feel better as well. Decided to speak to them, and I was quite amused when they saw my MRI reports because they said you have myofascial tightness, the same thing which even Bangkok physiotherapy mentioned. But then I wanted to try a bit of a different approach with my treatment and see what works well for me, right? So they did deep tissue massage, which was to untie all the knots out here, and acupuncture. Acupuncture did not suit me very well because it somehow brought the pain a little bit back. And then he did laser And the laser treatment was actually good because it helps with the cell repair. And then we did the cupping. So cupping was my favorite part of the therapy because it helps smooth all the nerves behind. So we did the cupping therapy, like I mentioned, and we did the exercise as well, which some of the neck stretches and shoulder stretches, the barbell, resistance band stretches. Oh, chin tucks. Okay, this is very helpful if you are a person who works on a laptop. So take every 30 minutes to just stand at a point. I'm just sitting right now. Stand and bend. I can't really do that, right? Hold on, maybe I can do this. Right, just so make sure your back is fine, like on the wall, and tuck your chin and hold it for like 15 seconds. I'm just gonna follow this. You guys know the drill. Okay. So did some of these stretches at home, and I still have to maintain doing this even right now. I stayed away from my family for at least 2 weeks. I didn't want to really disturb anyone, and I just wanted to be by myself since I was sensitive to noise, light, and I realized that I was actually not slowing down enough for myself. I was not being kind to myself. I realized that self-healing is also very important. Along with the healing session at Pain Away, I'm so glad that EFT helped me in this, which is also called Emotional Freedom Technique. It helps to balance the energy inside the body and release the negative emotions. Sometimes we don't even know what trapped emotions are there inside. So taking your right finger and putting on your left hand. And it's just like affirmations to yourself, like, I'm calm, I'm doing good, book closing. I heard this with the meditational voice note. I had my manifestation coach Mansi share a meditational voice note where she made it just for me to help myself during that time. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, I should do this. To really sum it up, guys, every small thing accumulated in making me feel better, whether it's the Pain Away clinic or even before that with my vertigo at Bangkok physiotherapy. But Pain Away was really, really helpful after my post recovery from the hospital. And a lot of blessings. I reached out to a lot of people during this time and they gave me blessings. I won't take names right here, but you guys know who you are. And I was truly, truly touched by everyone's gesture who tried to help me in this process because these months were very, I would also say, emotional for me. I was like crying almost every day. I just didn't know what to do. And I was on the bed. I mean, like a burrito on the bed. I mean, you guys know I keep saying this, but I was actually on bed, and even now, I cannot overexert as yet. This is what I learned from this whole process that you need to be more kind to yourself and slow down. Like, you can take things more gracefully. You can work on a lot of things, but more gracefully rather than just trying to like hustle. I know to be in this hustle energy and try to achieve this. It's not going to work out like that. You need to give your body some time to heal. Thank your body. Your body does so much for you guys. We don't really thank our body, appreciate our body enough. This is what I personally think and feel right now. So I'm getting back to what I used to do before in the morning where I wake up and be like, I love you, my body. I love you. Thank you for what you do for me. And just smile, guys. I know it's very basic, but smiling is a blessing. Whoever can smile, please smile. Even if things are not going well for you, look at the mirror and just smile. It helps, guys. It does help. During this time, I also lost a lot of work opportunities, but I had to turn them down because I could not physically be there. There were some big advertisements which I cannot take names. However, it made me think that what are some of the things I can do while being remotely working, right? So I'd rather work smart than working really, really hard. Maybe that's just my approach, right? But this whole time where he slowed down makes you think more about life in general, that you should really be grateful for what you have. And I don't want to sound like a philosopher right now, but we really take things for granted, just basic things like moving my neck, not even working on my laptop feels like a blessing. I am pretty nervous even now because when I'm editing on my laptop, I'm like, okay, fine. And I have to take these breaks in between, like I mentioned about the chin tucks earlier. So it is an experience to think about that you have to be more careful, more alert about what you do and how you do it. And like I see more gentle with whatever you do, basically. One thing I used to do very bad as well. I used to pull all-nighters, like maybe not sleep till 5 or 6 in the morning. And I'm like, wait, this work can well done, but my body needs its rest. So I need to sleep before midnight, whatever it is. And I also think that out of this experience, because whatever has happened to me had made me so traumatized, I'm actually able to be more disciplined in myself. I'm actually able to say no to a lot of things that do not serve me. I could still say that before, but now I'm like, nope, that's not gonna happen. Sorry guys, you guys wanna go? You wanna invite me here? I'll be here for just a bit, but not for too long because I gotta see what makes me also okay, right? Like if it's exerting me too much, I cannot do this. So at this point, growing older and going through such a phase makes you realize that you have to say these things, even if sometimes it makes you look like not the nice person. You can still say no, but not lose yourself in the process, right? If that makes sense. You guys are helping me in this process. Everyone's helping me in this process. And I think more than anything else, you need to help yourself in the process. I had to push myself quite a bit to tell myself that, Simran, you love this. You've loved making content. So what's stopping you right now? And while I sit here at my studio, I'm literally getting goosebumps. I don't think I've been this happy in the past few months because talking to you guys actually makes me feel really good. Vlogs have been a part of my journey while making music as well. So I am so happy to be here. And I'm not just saying for the sake of saying it. I genuinely feel this. At the starting of this video, I'm like, you know what, how am I gonna, it's been a while, what am I gonna speak? But I think being more raw, being more genuine, I think I need to show you guys that because this is part of who I'm evolving to be. So I just want you guys to embrace yourself more. And yeah, guys, I love you. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Take care, keep smiling, and bye. I'm going to be so mellow right now. See you guys on the next vlog. Songs are coming as well. See you guys very soon. Bye.